engine room show is... Oh, I don't know the words.
There are words?
There was words.
That was terrible.
Let's have a pop quiz. What is the name of the song, Dave Humphries?
The Nutcracker.
No, it's from the Nutcracker, but it is a certain dance of a certain type of fairy.
Dance of the Fairies from from the Nutcracker.
You're very close, Dave Moore.
Sugar Plum.
Yay!
That's what you call me all the time.
Oh. Ooh.
I thought we had a no phones policy.
Glad to see you're calling. I see that you have something special to add to your Christmas wish list.
This is still Christmas,
Yes.
Ooh, as
Well, it hasn't happened yet.
isn't it?
No.
How do we turn this off?
don't, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's too late.
Aw.
Stephen
Oh my
Cooper
gosh.
kills Christmas.
Hi everybody and welcome along to the Engine Room Show.
Hello.
Welcome to the Engine Room Show. Hello, how are you?
We are delighted
Welcome in.
to
Do you know
be
what we
here.
haven't done in the last while? The last episode and the one before that, I don't think we've actually introduced who's who. How did you do that? Your left eyeball nearly popped out of your head.
No, know how to do that?
No.
Oh, I'll show you later on.
Let's do it again! Dave Moore!
Sitting over there.
Dave Moore.
Hi, how are you?
Dave Humphries.
That's me.
I am
And you're Stephen Cooper.
amazing.
Cooper, you've let the side down on a number of levels.
Again?
Yeah.
Yep.
The main way you've let it down is that you are not sufficiently hirsute.
Her what?
Hirsute.
Her suit?
Hirsute.
Her suit.
You are not sufficiently hirsute.
Am I missing something? I
You
need to
are.
Google this. Hang
Google
on.
Hirsute.
Is it German?
No, it's English. I'm
Basically,
pretty sure
you've
I'm
no
speaking English.
fluff on your face.
Yeah, I did Movember. It's gone.
Yeah, but like Humphries and I have kept our part of the bargain, which is we all have beards.
Yeah.
Did this
In
ever
fact, I wouldn't even call them beards. I would call them fine winter pelts.
Yes. Our pelts are keeping our chins warm throughout the winter period.
Yeah.
Indeed, through hibernation.
Now, throughout the month of Movember, which was also November in the common calendar, you will notice that I did grow a manly mo.
Yeah,
I
manly.
wouldn't have called it manly.
No.
You did
It
technically.
was handlebar.
Yeah, that wasn't very impressive though.
It what? For a month, I pushed that out over a month, dude.
Dude, I've been growing my beard for less length of time than that.
3 days.
No, but about 3 weeks.
That is not a 3-week beard.
It is about a 3-week beard.
Shut the front door.
Seriously. Here, you know the way
What?
there's November,
Yeah.
right? Well, like, I spent the entire month of Cocktober getting people to sponsor me to walk around with my cock out, which, for some reason, didn't go down very well. In fact, it got a worse reaction than April.
He didn't
worry,
get
man.
anyone to sponsor.
Do you know, he's
Well,
been
we cut
dying
that
to
bit
say that, but he can't say it on his radio show.
You know what's
say it
really
here.
annoying is I nicked it off a terrible sketch. Like, it's such a good couple of
Dermot Whelan
jokes.
sketch, was it?
No, it's just like it's two really strong jokes. You go Movember, Cocktober, April, and it's done. This sketch was 4.5 minutes long, and it was terrible.
No,
But I just stole the best.
Who did it? It doesn't
I
matter.
don't know. I'm cutting it out of this.
doesn't
episode. Can't
matter.
make rape
You're
jokes.
not cutting that out.
You can't
That's
make rape jokes.
Staying in.
Yeah.
No,
Staying in.
it's not
Beep, 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 beep.
rape.
Have you ever seen Rape Sloth?
You see, this is not Engine Room. Come on, we gotta hurry up here.
I know, but hang on.
All right.
I've got to show you Rape Sloth.
It's time for Cooper's questions. It's been a while since we've had them. Are you ready for the Cooper's questions?
Yes, I am.
Me too.
Cooper, what kind of question do you have?
I've got a very interesting question.
Ooh, interesting
I was
question.
watching adverts on television, yeah.
As you do.
Yeah, alright, a bit of a pastime of mine. I like to see what's being sold to the general public, who's buying what. I have a question for you. When, and if they are, sorry, but why?
When and if they are, sorry.
When are Dyson going to start making engines for cars?
What? Why would a vacuum cleaner company make an engine?
I suppose they would suck, wouldn't they? Whoa! No. Okay.
Is that one of those I set it on, you hit it out of the park?
No, not at all.
Oh.
No, but deadly serious, because they make awesome vacuum cleaner engine type of turbo technology doodads.
You're already falling for the marketing.
Essentially, they suck things in through a tube to make your carpet mildly
Okay,
cleaner.
For surely,
Think
though.
about it this way. Think about it this way.
I'm not
okay?
saying that an engine should suck the air in the front and then push it at the
hang
back and it goes along.
If you imagine,
I'm not
that
saying use a vacuum cleaner
Dyson
Yeah.
make vacuum cleaners
and hand
okay?
dryers very
Now-
sufficiently.
Just think. Just think.
And I always questioned why I failed English for my leaving cert.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
What makes you think that an engine?
No, but I'm thinking the science and the thought process that goes behind their suction power
There's
on the
no
whole.
power in them though. You
That's
think of the
not-
size of
no,
your
no.
Kia and the weight of your Kia versus a Hoover that you can hold in your hand.
I'm talking about
You said
Dyson, not Hoover.
instead of vacuum cleaner.
Oh,
Oh my god.
go off in your
Go and wrap yourself in some sticky back plastic.
and drive your Jeep.
See, there
Did you
you
know
go.
Styrofoam is a brand name?
Really?
There you go.
1 second, stop everything. It's fine now. You see, there is no correlation between building.
Did you say correlation or car relation?
No, I said the first one. And there is none between building a vacuum cleaner motor and an internal combustion engine.
But why can't they use their scientific brains to come up with some sort of
Because they're
cool
good at
energy?
building suction motors, not good at building internal combustion engines.
It's only a question.
Yeah, it's not a very good question. Usually your questions are...
Perhaps
Oh.
there is some kind of tie-in that they could get involved with a manufacturer
For their ventilation system.
for putting in Hoovers in seats
Hoovers! They're
in
Dyson!
your
Jesus
car
Christ.
to suck your smelly bum.
But they already
Gas,
have them in
yes.
those new E-Class, S-Class
S-Class,
Mercedes, the
yeah.
fart extractor.
That's true.
Ask a different
Have you
question.
got-
I
have you
enjoyed
got
that a little bit,
Have you got
but
an
I
actual
want...
question?
Yeah, I want
Cooper?
more, like, usually your questions are...
We're
They lead a
motoring
provocative
podcast.
discussion.
Can I give you a cool Christmas fact?
Oh, great.
You can actually determine a turkey's gender by examining their droppings. I have that there too. Do you want to know how?
No, I want to know what your question is.
I did have one.
Think about anything and ask a question in the world.
What do you think about that picture of the car that I put up?
What was it? And where
It
did you
was
put it up?
It was on the engine room Facebook. It was the Bugatti Veyron. It was white gold.
Ah.
And I
It's
said,
actually porcelain, that particular car.
was it? It was a drool or no drool. Somebody said they would prefer to drive a
Fiat Multipla.
yeah.
Fiat Multipla.
Fiat
Okay,
Multipla
so I'm
gets a bad rep.
gonna give you a fact about a Fiat Multipla. The Fiat Multipla was wider at the top than it was at the bottom.
Mhm.
There you go.
Visibly so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, a Fiat Multipla had 6 seats.
It also had headlights underneath the windscreen
Yes.
for some reason.
Anyway,
Name another mass production
Failure.
3 and 3 bench seat scenario. Not bench, but you know what I mean. 3 and 3 seats. Mass production, big company.
Leyland buses.
No, big company. Like, no, it's a passenger car. People you know own them.
I know somebody owns a bus.
In a general sense.
2 people who own buses actually.
no.
BMW.
No. Honda. Which model?
Oh, the HRV. CRV.
No, the other one. Not H, not C.
A.
No.
B.
No.
C.
no.
D.
No.
E.
No.
F.
Yes.
The F or C.
FRV. Also
Oh,
has 3 seats in the front.
Does it?
It does.
Whatever happened to... There's a question there. Whatever happened to 3 seats in the front of a car?
But they're in the FRV and they're in the Fiat
God.
Multipla.
Yeah, but why not
Brain is
anymore?
starting to hurt.
Not
Other...
anymore. They are. They're there right now buying FRV tomorrow.
What happened to bench seats in cars?
Safety.
What's sun safe? Oh, because you might lie down and have a snooze.
No. That is not the issue. The issue is that Well, first of all,
Yeah.
split rear seats became very popular because if you have a saloon car, for example, or even a hatchback, whatever, you want to bring something long back from IKEA or B&Q, one of the other multi-stores, and you don't have a transit van or a roof
Atlantic
rack.
Home Care.
Indeed, Woolies. How are you going to do it? Well, with a split rear seat, you can keep two of them up, one of them down, one of them up, two of them down, whatever it is. So that immediately gave rise to people going, well, this bench seat isn't going to work, is it?
What about the roof?
What about the roof? What do you mean, what about the roof?
Roof rack.
What if you don't have
I
a
just
roof
said,
rack?
if you don't have a roof rack or a transit, you need an alternative.
Just tie to the roof. I've tied stuff to my roof.
You tie it up straight to your roof.
Yeah.
But
Well,
like,
what have you
it would
tied to your
scrape
roof?
the top of your car.
It's not. It's glass.
Well, worse, it would scrape the glass.
Not unless it's diamond. I won't be carrying a giant diamond on the roof of my car.
So you
If I-
just strap things to your
Have you
extra
never
sunroof.
thrown a Christmas tree up on top of your car?
No, once I put a Christmas tree inside a CLK, I took a picture of it on a Nokia N95 8 gig.
That's how long ago it was.
I then tweeted the picture.
Because you're so far ahead of the curve.
I drove home, took the Christmas tree out of the car, brought it into the house, put it up into the stand, and I turned around to Mrs. went, there's Christmas tree. She said, that's great, I'll get the decorations. I glanced at my phone, and I had about 40 tweets in 11 minutes, and I was like, what the hell is this about? Was my Christmas tree pic that amazing? And every single one of them called me a dirty pervert. And I was like, what's wrong with people?
Oh
And I
no.
went back and looked at the picture I had tweeted, and it wasn't a picture of a Christmas tree. It was a picture of my friend's 2 children naked in a bin. What? Now you couldn't see anything, but you were aware that there were 2 naked boys in a bin, and I said, just jammed this into my sports coupe.
Oh my God, no!
Hashtag Merry Christmas.
Oh Jesus Christ!
So,
How did you get a picture of these 2 boys?
he sent it to me because he thought it was hilarious that his 2 boys had gotten out of the bath and gotten into a bin. And then they had to get washed again.
Oh God!
It just happened to be the next picture in my gallery.
Anyway, that's the engine room. We'll see you in jail.
You should put a Christmas tree into your X5 this year and try and get rid of that awful smell of it.
Yeah.
I know.
The
yeah,
smell
point
has
for it.
dissipated a lot. I think the smell may have been me.
You finally showered.
Well, no, I
Did you find something in your beard that had died?
I think perhaps it was a dietary issue. I don't know, but it smells a lot better these days.
Because you're on a different diet.
I'm surmising in a number of things.
Was this during your juice phase?
Did you do the juice?
I did the juice 3
Why
days.
everybody's doing this juice?
I
What's the
haven't
juice
done it.
about? You've lost weight though.
I'm poor. I can't afford to eat more. I'm about to drink
I did a juice detox. It's just a detox. It's not a weight loss
So you
thing.
just buy a carton of juice and just drink juice?
Well, it's a very specific juice. Yeah, it's not like you.
It's not
just buy-
orange juice
No.
off of super
It's not pasteurized. It's pressed fruit and veg. There's no pasteurization.
Go on.
And for 3 days, I drank 12 bottles of juice.
That's it, you just drank juice.
Now, I chewed the juice.
What?
Yes, this is really important. You chew your juice for 2 reasons. One, it activates the saliva.
You know it's liquid, yeah?
Yeah, no, so do you, but your brain doesn't.
Ah.
So when you chew the juice in your mouth, it activates your saliva, which breaks the juice down, and you get different nutritional benefits out of the juice that's broken down by your saliva than you do if you just swallow it down and it goes into your stomach and use your stomach acids.
How
Secondly, sorry,
bad
very
is
quickly.
that for your teeth? The sugar content in the
Do
juice
you,
is very high.
when you
No,
say
it's
you
not
Yes, it
chew,
is.
Not
when
very
you
high.
say you chew the juice, like
You
like
hold it in your mouth
like
and pretend
mouthwash,
to chew.
kind of like.
Yeah,
Swirl
you
around.
take a mouthful and you just
Yeah.
and then you swallow it down.
It's like people who chew gum are fooling their body into thinking they're eating
Well,
something.
that's the other thing. Yeah, no, it does. It genuinely it tricks your body into making you believe that you've had a substantial meal than you have had because it's only juice, and you are less hungry. So it was very doable, I have to say. A lot of energy, and it really felt good. So as a detox, it worked.
Really smelly.
No, a lot of people thought that it was the
No,
opposite.
you were really smelly.
I was nothing. It wasn't the juice that I may have been smelling. No, in fact, it was kind of the opposite. Without getting too graphic about it. Because you were doing a lot of wheeze. You weren't doing any bum burps.
Numero dues.
Burps.
So yeah, that's the juice diet. Wow, that's nothing to do with cars.
So anyway, so Google are now running these cars in Nevada, the driverless cars. So they now are licensed to.
They're autonomous cars. Give them the correct title.
Say again what?
Autonomous.
Now explain the difference.
A driverless car, you've got to still be in a Google car, so you've still got to sit in it.
Okay.
But the car is autonomous in that it operates everything and drives itself, so you don't have any input in the car.
Now, there is a worry that people are it's kind of like when ATMs were first put in. It's like in Australia when they did survey, the Australian public didn't want a robot essentially dishing out their money, and now it's like couldn't go living your life without an ATM machine because you can get your money at any time of the day. So do you reckon people are going to have the same kind of worry about getting into a taxi or their own car, which is what they're going for? Because hang on a sec, there's only been 2 accidents with the autonomous cars.
Yes.
And one of them got rear-ended, and the other one was when there was a human in it and decided to take over and crashed it into a wall. So I think it was 400,000 miles they've done, and the only 2 incidents they've had have been human error. So do you reckon this is the future that we are going to get into?
It's going to happen.
There's going to be an advantage to this, where you have, especially in this country as well, where you've got rural Ireland, where people have stopped going out because there's no public transport, where you can just get into your robot car.
You won't be able to go out to the pub and get hammered and then get into it.
But if it's a robot taxi.
No, it's not right. Here's the thing. People who live in the country are irrelevant. And they will soon be assimilated.
You're calling me irrelevant?
Yes. You will soon all be assimilated into cities. And if you choose to stay behind and work your paddy fields, or whatever it is you people do down there.
Taking rice out of the swamp.
Right? Whatever it is.
Fighting buffaloes.
I can see the YouTube comments rolling in already.
You will be left behind by the rest of society as we plough forward into the 22nd century. And everyone realises that the only way to live, as is evidenced by every dystopian futuristic movie, in a high-rise scenario, so high that it in fact creates 2 cities. The dirty, filthy underbelly city down below.
Where the crime happens.
Yes, and populated by freaks and 3-breasted women. Whereas up in the skies,
where Batman
lives, flying autonomous cars, we all are wealthy and beautiful.
And we live in cubes that expand.
This is also an option.
Yeah.
I am prepared for this option. I just don't believe for a second that the autonomous cars future has anything to do with rural anything.
No, that was just one of the examples.
Well, I don't like it.
Rant. No, but on a serious note, do you reckon it is a future? And
of course it
is. So you reckon that like soon enough you'll just get into your car and say you'll drive us to work?
Well, define soon enough. I mean, will it happen in our lifetime on a mass
scale?
No.
They reckon 2014 in LA they'll have the taxis will be autonomous.
They have hydrogen cars in LA, but I mean you're talking about like less than 1% of vehicles, and it'll be less than 0.5% of vehicles that will be autonomous. So no, it's not. I don't think it's something that we are going to see, or even our children will see, where you get into a car.
There is already degrees of autonomous vehicles out there in terms of.
Dave Humphries has been in a BMW that drove itself.
A few Mercedes have S-Class that can drive.
And the Audi have this drive assist.
Cities, but yeah, I mean, look, there will come a point when people will be able to buy them.
But the thing is, the technology is now there and it's proven that it works.
But here's the thing:
the technology is there, but the only thing that is actually stopping you or I going out from buying one now is actually all down to legislation. It's nothing to do with.
Plus, you can have an autonomous car right now. Buy a car, sit in the back, and have a coachy drive you. Because what the hell do they do all day except mine the fields?
Yeah, and
live
bitcoins.
I live in the country, surrounded by about 4 different quarries at the same time, about 150 farms.
I particularly, as much as I'm interested in autonomous cars, I also fear them because I'm a motoring journalist. When they arrive, I'm not really going to have any
here's moving on to my other question about this. When the autonomous cars eventually come along, does that mean that will car companies allow it to happen because you won't have your different kind of cool brands, different shapes?
Of course you will.
You reckon 10 years?
No.
Dude,
I'm signaling to somebody outside.
jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
No, because car manufacturers, like any other brands, will figure out ways to make themselves relevant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did you not get the new Ford Grunt?
Oh,
Because it has 4 flavors of air conditioning.
there's a flavoured.
Guys, hang on. This is a very serious thing that's happened. We need your help.
Oh, yeah.
We are but 2 weeks away
Yes.
from Christmas,
Are we?
and we need to make the Engine Room Christmas episode. And we cannot make the Engine Room Christmas episode
If you go again.
without you. So we need you
Yeah.
to take your phones and turn on the front-facing camera.
Right
And
now.
Right whenever.
We're doing it.
Make some kind of a short video
Send us
of
a
yourself
message.
wishing whoever the hell you want, including the Engine Room, a Merry Christmas. And on Christmas Day, we will upload your video along with all of the other hundreds or 6 videos we get. And we will put them all together into a giant Engine Room Christmas Day Supercut episode. But we can't make that if we don't have your videos.
Yes.
So please, for the love of children in the starving world, and lads in the Engine Room,
And our YouTube account.
and especially our YouTube account.
And yeah.
If you don't send us the videos, we can't make it.
So
Which means we can't put an ad on. Which means we can't have Christmas.
yes, here is our our email address: theengineroom@gmail.com. It will look a bit weird when you see the and engine beside you, though there's too many e's. You need 2 e's. The
Depends how hard you want
Engine
to party.
Podcast at gmail.com. Please do what you can for the Engine Room Christmas episode. Like a 6-second video, just send us over one or I'll beat you. Alright, thanks.
I remember one time that I didn't get a video from somebody and I was upset. Do you want
See?
to European?
I remember.
Yeah.
You're okay though, Dan.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, you got over it.
Can I ask you about a
Months
car
of
that I
cancer.
want?
No, we're finished now.
Really?
Yeah, okay, listen, thanks for listening to the Engine Room. We're finished
Seriously.
now, and everything's great.
But it's awesome.
No, talk to us next week.
Yeah.
Bye!
Bye.
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 Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
Look at this.
Get some bacon.